tell you something about analytics, which you know nothing about. I'm going to let you in on some game here, and whoever else wants to come in. Because a lot of y'all analytics is already screwed up because you buy views. Listen, I know what you're seeing. When I went to Trend, I seen 195 views on one person's video that's talking about absolutely nothing. Now you understand that that person then snatched all of your views, and I think it's hilarious. Now, since you want me to believe that my members are the ones that are doing things to me solely, and that if a member leaves that they automatically go where you are at, this is the narrative that y'all are pushing, and you're hoping that when it happens, when I hear it, then that means a member left. This is the game that y'all is playing. The damned, the ones that are damned. Y'all play so many games. Now, if they happen to hear it, they understand that I said I'm going live and I'm explaining something to y'all because y'all don't understand. My membership is spread out. So what that means is I'll have 1 or 2 members here, 2 or 3 members there, 3 or 4 members somewhere else. I'm putting y'all up on game. Every time I go to release a video, it's going to tell me how many people watched that video there. You understand? If I go on to my analytics, right, my stats, it'll say 60 people attempted to watch this video. When I go in, it'll say 5 people watched this video. When I publish it, it'll say 9 people watch this video where it gets published. Y'all don't know nothing. So when I tell y'all that the analytics is not accurate, it is because you buy views. You wanted a new intro because that is old. Regardless if it is old, you see all of those states and continents that I touched. Right now, when I go on my analytics, I got Germany, South Africa, all these places, New Zealand, all the UK, Canada. I got everybody from all different places watching me. Who do you have besides the bots? Now, I done told you already that Plytion done got you. It got you, that Plytion got you, and it got a rope around your neck. All of y'all sit there and y'all feel like I'm the T when all of y'all is together. And the members that left hear it. And they say, this is what Ether is talking about when she says spiritual protection. You don't know who is there and who is not because they're not saying anything. This is something that they are already headed for because of who they are and who they encountered. More than likely, y'all. In a past life and in this present one. You are not where I'm at. You know it. You said the ketchup is what's doing it to me. And I see it. I've been there before. I already know. I already know where you at. I don't have to put a number on where you're at because I've been there before. When you said you want to be in the future with Ether, I said you was already here. And when you said switch, someone that's been listening to you since you were a baby decided that they would be the ones to take your place. Now y'all are so interested in Alki David because you feel like he's one of the wealthy ones. Anybody that I talk about and I address by name, y'all are going to say y'all are him. You're sitting there trying to figure out what I just told you, my stats and analytics. You keep saying shadow ban. She is shadow banned because 3 people see me here. That's not what my analytics say. Mine's is accurate because I don't have a hacker on my stuff. You understand what I'm talking about? Now, if you go to trending, you'll see somebody got 200K views. And when you look around them, you say, that's not a mansion. That look like a shack in the middle of a forest. Because that's what it is. Because that's what it is. I'm telling you. When you getting 200K views a video in 2 weeks, that's wealth right there. Y'all fall for the okie doke. And the reason why I'm coming on is because this fool feels like I should hear when a member leaves certain things, and when one comes in, he wants something announced. And I keep telling you, I hear it because I'm an angel. When you said her sister needs to come on, you know how many people that said that they were my sister? You don't even know how many sisters I got. You don't know if I got a brother. You don't know who. As far as y'all knew, I didn't have no family. Everybody was gone. It was only me. Y'all sitting there trying to figure out how to run the game on me, and the game is being ran on you. I'm coming on because I want to make money off of it. I want to laugh about it. Now, when that angel told you you are leaving everything, you didn't hear you're putting everything in storage like Ether had to do. And if Ether lose her storage, guess what? You're going to lose yours. Because all of y'all keep saying, I want what Ether got. You worried about my future still because you know I'm an angel. That's why. You feel like you could do to me what you did with Jesus. That's what you feel you could do. And it ain't happening, Captain. Now share the video. Because what I said was, celebrity culture is over. Y'all still thinking that it's the same, and it's not. When they decided that they was gonna make it to where everyone could be a celebrity with all of these platforms, that mean all of y'all that y'all put up there on the pedestal was down there with the regular common folk like me. It's so much stuff that is happening. Y'all want me to stay on stuff that you feel you gonna benefit from, how to get out of the upheaval while acting like you putting me in one. If you put me in the upheaval, then why are you going through a tower right now? All of those ones that you feel is real hitters and this and that and that and this, they is gone. Within this year, y'all feel like y'all can go and start talking to these dudes in their minds and all of this stuff, especially the ones that be intoxicated all the time. And what you're realizing is they already spoken for because they dropping like flies. You feel like I should be scared to talk about stuff that you lie about every day, every time you go on camera. I said I need to start doing some possum content. I need to talk about possums. You know what I'm saying? If it cannot see or she, what you don't like is, this is Archangel energy. You don't like that. You don't like that when they come on and say, ting, ting, ting. Because you know what that means. Cha-ching, that's what that means. Now, with that video, I stopped. You know why? Because the individuals that are in that video are all on tour. And they need to go through it so they can see that Ether is the truth. Now, when they go through it with roses, you know what I'm talking about? When they go through it, then they'll understand why they needed to do what they do, because everybody felt like they are where they need to be to make money while watching me. Saying, oh, well, her views look fine right here. That's all cap. Blah, 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 blah. Because y'all don't get it that the world is bigger than that stage. You don't understand. Y'all wanted to talk about ascended beings. And you Het Heru and Osiris and all of this stuff. And when I said that these is real beings, these is real ninjas somewhere that's just like y'all. Worse. Could you imagine that? Worse. They're the founders of Savage. And y'all sitting up there acting like y'all are them. Y'all sitting up there acting like y'all are them. When I said that Baphomet is my Asakania, I meant it. Now y'all understand that y'all did all of them the same way. All of the archangels, all of the saints, all of the archangels, y'all did them all the same way. When they were walking the earth, y'all did the same thing to them. And if it wasn't you, it was your forefathers. And some of you, your children. What is happening now is y'all are seeing. I said years ago, celebrity culture is over. The only reason why these ones are still seen as celebrity is because we're not old enough. We're not old enough. When I said the fall is going to be greater for a giant, I meant that. I just stumbled and bruised my knee. They may break bones. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all so busy worried about what's going on behind the scenes because you know that if you were to see what's behind the scenes, you can save yourself. You can save your businesses. But that's not happening because you ain't coming off no money. So I'm going to release what I want. If you believe only one person is seeing it, you're just like the 1,000 people that came before you. I know at the end of the day, when that top video count changes, you'll understand that seeing is what happened. They seen. You know how many people that felt like I wouldn't get no views? I stopped putting the date on my stuff because I want everyone to know that these are timeless readings. That means no date is needed. I know that people are watching my videos from 6 years ago. You don't know that because you don't know my stats. You're sitting here saying she making some money, she getting money, she this and that, but you don't want to say nothing because you know that if you start talking about who you assume is doing something for me, that means yours is gone. Off top. This is something that we know. What my children, biological children, are going to realize is mama told the truth from the beginning to the end about everybody. Everybody. You so busy worried about who see me, who don't see me, who donated. You salivating you want me to release a members video. You feel like I should be releasing 6 videos. This is why I'm not. This is why I'm not. I'm going to take my time. Now, what I said to the ones that are acting like they're my members, that I got content coming out on every tier. You just going to have to wait. Now, some of you that are at the bottom tier, y'all are going to realize that this stuff has been happening to you since you were in the womb. When I talked about Alki David and what he said on camera in Ray J Phase, it's because he said it. I just made it make sense. Y'all feel like it was a joke, but that man was serious, and y'all know it. And that's what you don't like. That God is presenting all of the ones that you feel you are above so you can play with them. Play with them. It don't make sense if you are independent to go under somebody else's contract unless you need money. Do he know somebody need money? When I said all of these artists running around here that y'all feel is wealthy, is signed to somebody that really is wealthy. And when I said they got bills and assets that they got to pay for, you know the game about these big companies, corporations, LLCs and all of that, labels and stuff, those are the ones that can benefit off of write-offs. Y'all can't benefit from that. When Dame Dash went and said he filed bankruptcy, y'all said he broke. And I said, I bet you he still got a bag. Y'all don't know nothing. And that's the point. In one of these readings, I talked about it. It's on the upper tier. Because you know what? When I get ready to release those ones, they gonna know it's for them. Because those are the ones that really got money. 4, 5, or 6, if you go on as an average person and you go to 6, I'm taking everything that was placed on you off of you. There's people that know that. And then when I get it all off, then we can talk about your future. But because you ascended to where you needed to be, it came off. It took time. It took healing. My voice started going like this because y'all was so ill. Y'all sit there and you feel like you know something about healers. This one feel like if he could just sleep with an angel, he'll be all right. He just want to lay down. He don't even want, because he can't. They disakina that eggplant a long time ago. And when I told you that they did it, you said, that's not me because my Johnson's still working. I get agitated by the stuff that is announced to me. And these archangels that do it because they want you there. And y'all so open. Y'all feel like they on your team. Can my team of archangels tell me what Ether is doing so I can act like I'm doing it to her? I said, when, not if, when my being, spirit, and soul leaves my body, I'm going to be present somewhere else. And you coming with me. You understand what I'm talking about? That's bold. Yes, I can say it because I know it's true. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember that scene in Shaka Zulu where they just started throwing Sinikanas in the grave with them? You know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all seen that vision because I said it. I said, Big G. Big G. I know I ain't went through all of this for nothing. All of the stuff that y'all said about my children, about my family. You feel like if one of my family members happen to run across these videos that they won't help me. Y'all already did that. Y'all had a spell for that. Now y'all understand why y'all all went awry. Why every last one of y'all family members, including your brethren, the ones that you get money with, all went awry. Everything just went up in smoke. You want to believe that it's all about the stage. And I'm telling you, my ninja, that it's not. I'm proof of it. It don't make me no never mind. If I ever have a home, a mansion, a castle to sit up in. Because if I don't have my family there, the ones I've been windmilling for since day one on this platform, it don't matter. We not the same. Yours, you say you got one, but when you let him in there, Anakina gonna jump in his body. And when he starts shaking, you gonna say you gotta leave, because that's what you did the last time. See, the Big G got a plan for all of that. Y'all sitting up there talking about who blacklisted, who shadow banned, and then y'all go and sign for a loan. Do you understand that that follows you into the afterlife? And then if you happen to be reincarnated and incarnated, you incarnated in poverty. Y'all feel like you only live once, you only gotta, do. And I'm telling you, my ninja, that is not the case. The Big G is so cold, he'll take your being up out of your body right now and put it in somebody else. And then a walk-in spirit will come in. Y'all know about walk-in spirits, right? And then you be sitting there talking about, homeboy, something wrong with him. He look different. Because that's not that being in that body, I keep telling you. I explained to y'all what all of the readers that you watch speculated about. They didn't know. That means you go to sleep, you wake up, and you're somebody else. You feel like it's unfathomable. What is hypnotizing? What is that? What you want is me to spill gems, not jewels. So you can go and talk about it on a platform full of bots. There are celebrities that know they are somewhere else because their view count is different. Say you pull in 5,000 views when you go live. Then all of a sudden you got 1,000. And you like, wait a minute, what happened? Did I get shadow banned? Shadow ban does not happen on this platform. Y'all sensationalize that. That's something that happens in the industry. I said to y'all that that type of influence went down with Motown. Y'all don't realize that they've been trying to get to that level, but they can't. When they do that to you, where they won't play you on the radio and this and that and that and this, them days is over. It's too many platforms. They won't play me on the radio. All right, well, I'll go to satellite. That's how they do now. And it happened because it was being done by the multitudes. This is why none of y'all knew who none of these people that were local were, because they didn't get played on the radio. They was in the underground ciphers. Everybody in the hood knew who they were, and some in other hoods, but people all over the world did not, because they weren't played on the radio. They weren't on that frequency. Do y'all understand that? They weren't on the right frequency. So now y'all understand that it is not stupid. I want you to go play with somebody else. This is the reason why my chat is closed. Those that left and came back, because a lot of them came back, already know what's going down. And they're happy that the chat is closed. Because now you can't call their name spiritually. You can't say that they're doing this. You can't say that that you are them. You can't say none of that. When she realizes that you are her brother, and that is the reason why, then she'll leave you alone. It's always somebody close to you. I keep telling y'all that. I feel for you. When you get up there in age, you feel like, I gotta have family around me. But what if it's not your family? Like, what if it's not the being that originally inhabited that body? The body's there, but not the being. Then what? Then what do? I haven't got to that. I said that I wasn't going to get to that until the Big G relinquished my channel. Where I'm at, I feel like my views is not enough. What you see is not accurate. What she sees is not accurate. Y'all don't understand that God does things. You know, time warps. These are real things. You'll be sitting and you'll say, I feel like I'm floating, or something is spinning around me or something. You don't think that it could happen because you've never focused on it happening. You've always thought you was on one when it happened. When I said the Big G don't care about no cuss words, he don't care about you saying F him. Those are Sobri and Tashis, because they know who is making you say it. Because when you put your face in the camera, they say F him, F him. Say you cheating. Say, and then when y'all say it, they say, we got one. He's trainable. Then they go and say, we are the researchers to the DC Kenaz that have telecommunication. It is not telekinesis. Telekinesis mean you move stuff, homie. You're not moving nothing. That mean I could look at a ball and make a ball move over there to the other side. You know who does stuff like that? Beelzebub. You're not Beelzebub. You're not his class. Write it down so you'll know who you believe you could call on to command him to do something. Y'all is idiots. I would not, let me tell y'all something. If I knew, even when I was just a Pentecostal trying to make it, and when I prayed every day, every night before I went to sleep, I prayed and I said, in Jesus' name, amen. Because that's how we were trained to pray, right? I knew that there was a difference between the big G and the little g. Y'all don't. Y'all think the big G is the little g. See, I know that there's a difference between Jesus and the big G. And when I would pray in his name, because that's how I was taught to pray, because that's from my grandmother's era, right? I didn't ask for nothing. I was thankful. I would say, I'm praying for my family, that we all wake up, da 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 da. I didn't say, Jesus, put $1,000 in my account, please. I need to eat shrimp and potatoes and crab boils. That's what y'all pray for. I pray for good health. I prayed that my family make it to and from. I prayed that we was sane, mind, body, and soul, spirit. I prayed for stuff like that. Everyone that I talk about, just about major figures in Hasa's story, I knew about. It was just something inside of me that knew about them without being taught. But my grandma didn't say, this is the devil and this is more. None of the truly holy women do that. The ones that are saved and sanctified, they don't sit you down and say, this is the devil, this is Lucifer, this is blah, blah, blah. It's just something inside you that say, this is familiar, I know this. And when you know it, it's like a recollection of your memory. That's what it is. You understand? When I began to research, that's when I connected the dots. I seen things that others did not see. Y'all don't get it. If you sit there and you say that you're praying for the saints, someone on the side of you that hear that is not going to take that the same way that you take it. I said that they did it to Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael is Archangel Michael, and before he was Archangel Michael, he was Saint Michael. The same being. What part of that y'all don't understand? Saint Michael became Archangel Michael became Archangel Michael. Some of y'all refuse to get it. Because if you feel like if you call on Archangel Michael, that you're going to get the nice version, and he's the mean one. Archangel Michael, he just cool. He don't say nothing. I don't know why y'all feel like light is butterflies and roses. Light means good. Dark means bad. See? I'm smiling. I'm light. Love and light. See, I'm smiling. I'm happy. See? Right now, somewhere, there is tones and frequencies 24 hours a day. It's not where I'm at. Some of y'all know it because y'all can hear it. You say, that's not where I'm at. They not going to go and talk about it because they got the tees off their back. They don't want them back on there. Now, some of y'all seen that content where the lady came on camera and she had an aluminum foil hat. Y'all wasn't laughing at that, though. She said, they're reading my thoughts, they're reading my mind, and da-da-da-da. The white lady. Y'all trying to act like y'all didn't see that lady with that aluminum foil hat. They're teeing me. I know where that's at. You know what I want? If Alki Davis see this, I want him to start making contracts with y'all. Then that might save him from Baphomet. You know what I'm talking about? Because right now, he's not getting good with the archangels, and he knows it. Now share it to Alki so he'll understand who is trying to talk to him in his mind. You know what I'm talking about? Because y'all just want to be employees. Now they taking a page out of my book for all of you wealthy CEOs. They just want to work for you. I said that if they click on it, they're going to understand the roundabout. I know who all the major players is in these franchises. So when you said which industry, you were accurate because it's several. I know about the YM, the W. Why y'all feel like see, this is the thing. I spoke there before in my 20s in San Francisco. No cap. They invited me to be a speaker at the W hotel, not motel, in my 20s. Why y'all feel like I don't know nothing? In my 20s, that's right, at the W. When you go in there, it's something like a Sinakina. They got velvet, well, then they did. Velvet drapes, red carpets and stuff. It looks something like the Coronado off American Horror Story. You know what I'm talking about? That one did. Velvet drapes, like real crushed velvet. I said, this ain't really no place where I would want to rent because it just looks spooky. Now you're saying the mezzanine floor, exactly. But that's not where I was at. I didn't speak on the mezzanine floor. They have it, but there they have a room for people that are invited to speak. And I was one of them. It's important because you are not just dealing with the average person. This is what you all need to understand. The ones that are walking around talking to themselves have already been succumbed, compromised. If they have get back, they don't realize that they do. I imagine somewhere somebody's looking for them. But because they're in a kamikaze, they don't understand that. So they rather just be on the street. When I said that that's not going to happen to me, I meant it. Y'all sitting here trying to figure out how you going to get more views without paying the people that you already paying for more views. All that stuff about it puts you up in that's cap. That's cap. You keep seeing first from all the people that are offline just like you. And when they see you, they get upset because they say, I only got 32,000 and he got 200K. Let me go and give him some more money so I could be in front of him. What I know is true is all of y'all live with somebody. This is why you're so concerned about if I'm sleeping in my car. You feel like if I didn't have a car, then what? Then I would be sitting on the curb doing what I'm doing right now. God willing. You're just upset because there's a possibility that somebody's going to want to see. Yes, there you have it. Jesus did it. When I said when he walked the earth, He wasn't popular. He wasn't. And y'all know it. This is what you don't like. She's looking more and more like a saint. I told you Jesus is not an angel. What y'all need to understand is when you have backing, you have backing. When I said in one of these behind the scenes readings that a lot of you have not seen about protection, what you need to understand for those that are members, they don't want you to have this type of protection because they cannot do to you what they've been doing to you prior to you coming to my channel and what they want to do to you in the future. When I get off of this live, it's going to be just like the other ones. I'm going to see how many was in here wherever I decide to get off at. What I know to be true is no one is going to donate because y'all want me to release these members' videos. And when you have that thought, you get put with other ones that want to get over on people. The manifestation technique that you're talking about doesn't work for your kind. Now, if you want to know what works for you, you can book with me. Because all that seeing is believing, I am manifesting, I am saying my incantations, I mean meditations, I mean affirmations. You don't know what you mean. You don't know what works for you. You don't know what could work for you. Your boss don't know what you do when you at work. But if he got a reading from me, he would. Now, for those of y'all that are interested, the ones that's coming out, like this one here, if y'all feel like that don't have nothing to do with you, you are mistaken. You may have not been in none of these establishments physically, but I guarantee you someone tried to put you there spiritually. If you've encountered it, I am certain about it. So some of y'all gonna want to have to go back and watch it. Now the outro, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because when I listened to it, it didn't flow like I wanted to. But now you know that is my new intro and outro, created in 30 minutes. Because that's all that's needed. When you try to watch my videos and you try to speed past the beginning or not go all the way to the end, it's all kind of for that. So I say just don't watch me. For those that watch it and their supporters, they get healing from it. But you feel like if you don't hear the names, those are not chants. That is a cadence. Archangel roll call. I am Sinikio. I am Sophic. I am Sashikati Nasi. I am Vavata. I am Oguna Safavia. You see what I'm talking about? Just like that. Just like that. Don't cry. Your wife and your little couplings Don't want to see you cry like that. Well, how could people watch her and not be scared? The people that watch me, you've had your hands on for eons. So why? They feel like I'm all they got. Some of y'all don't realize that y'all need to watch me. You feel like you watching me because I am interesting. Some of y'all got it right. Y'all hear a word spiritually and you put it on video. The way you see it, what it meant for you, that is inspirational. There is not many that could do that. There is a lot of creative minds here on this platform. I'm gonna go out on a whim and say every content creator just about that then really cashed out over this decade are creatives. When you say, I'm not gonna say your name, they did it to me already. I know. I know. The thing about it is, we all feel like zeros is gonna make it better, including me. I said, Big G, this would all be better if I had some money. Because then I wouldn't be constantly worried about this, that, and the third, and that, and this. Well, a lot of it has to do with the holidays. But my crew already know. They already know. I'm talking about my members. They already know holidays are different now. Because that's the way the Big G wanted. I said, some of y'all don't realize the different versions of the Big G. The ones that I've heard and felt, it's only a couple that I like. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They try to tell me why things is the way they are, and I either agree or I don't agree. Because I'm still entitled to my opinion. I may not have a choice, but I still have my opinion. At least he gives me that. Sometimes I'm able to verbalize my opinion to y'all, and sometimes I'm not. If you're able to catch all the lives, then so be it. If you're not, I don't know what to say. Because I know a lot of y'all, when you are in certain places, all you see is a spinning circle. That is an example of what I'm talking about. I'm not accessible to everyone. Now y'all get it. There was a few members that said, why I didn't see this video? I'm a member. It is because you wasn't present when I uploaded it, where it went out. So if I did not share it, you wouldn't have seen it. If you get a notification that says I uploaded a video, you should click on it then. Put it in the playlist, even if you can't watch it. Let me tell you something about family. I realize family is different. Family is different. Some of you got your work family. You got your family outings, family outing partners. You got your entertainment family, club family, golf family. You got your biological family, then you got your spiritual family. If you're trying to figure out which one is most important, then you're right on the money. It varies for me, depending on what I'm going through. When you are out and you are trying to make it, right? You're trying to make it through an upheaval or a tower, and you don't have nobody. Then your spiritual family will come first. If you have someone there that you got to take care of, or someone that is helping you, that is family, even if they're not biological, then they may come first. It just depends on what you're going through. Now, if you are somebody that's not having no issues with no finances, you might be gravitating towards your entertainment family. And whether or not if their money is right depends on how they truly feel about you. Because you got to have money to really be around other people that got money. Because you don't feel safe unless they got money. And some of you guys shouldn't anyway because they need more money right now. The thing about money, when you gotta live, you need it constantly. Some of y'all know that because y'all pay bills, right? See, this is the reason why they want to come from my channel. If I stop uploading today, which I'm not, they're going to say I'm the reason why Ether shut her channel down. They're not going to say that I got shadow banned because more than likely, if I stop uploading and I'm gone for about a month, all these videos that I have is going to circulate. They're going to be able to see all the views, right? They're going to say, I'm the reason why Ether stopped uploading. And then it's going to be a billion people that say, why? Because Ether is monumental. Why would you be the reason that she stopped uploading? Because it don't make sense. What you need to realize, not Mr. David, is that I am a truth teller. And when I talk and I say, I don't have no problems with near person, I'm just telling you who got a problem with you. Then that means I am a business acquaintance and a potential associate. You know what I'm talking about? That's the difference between me, them, and him. He can't provide you nothing but problems. He is a liability now to everyone that he is around because they cannot benefit from him at all. Me, if someone does something for me, you know what happens in their life? They get apartments, homes, raises, jobs, spouses, love, contracts. That's the difference, and it is a well-known fact across nations. See, now that all of those entertainers are gone, y'all can see the body of work that I've had throughout almost a decade. You know, the talk around Issaquena was, I am somebody that helps individuals find bodies. At the same time, they wanted to say Ether is working with them. And then they went and told on somebody. It is 36 dudes incarcerated right now behind one person. Ooh-wee. What he does when you leave him in your office is he looks for places to put a SPY camera. He likes to go to them little shops. You know, they supposedly they got one in the eyeball. Like the Halloween kind. You put it, and then you can look at somebody. Those malfunctions because they cheap. There's a little app that you could put on your phone. They put them in bears. Remember that reading when I talked about it's in the bear? That's what I was talking about. You don't know who doing what when you're not there. It's all kind of elaborate systems where you could watch what's taking place and you be way in another country. You know what I'm talking about? So it's kind of like, y'all could. There's stuff in there that's valuable, but it's all documented. When you figure out that you don't know where the camera is, then you can't take it down. Them days is over. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be in a light fixture. You know what I'm saying? It could be in one of them little doohickeys on a mantle somewhere. When y'all start playing with the big boys and it come on my desk, that mean we finna see something. Everybody finna know it. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody finna know it. They sit back and they say, either is smooth. She just told everything that happened without telling who did it. I don't need to tell who did it because the ones that need to be told on already got told on. Somebody say, is there any Isikinos that are Archangel? Yep, there is. I'm for sure about it. It was a group, right? That when they went down, they say, I know he an Archangel. I know he won. And he smiled and look at him in the rear view mirror. You know what I'm talking about? Those ones are phenomenal. One said, if you would have went into LAW, then you would be like me. And I don't want that for you. Because in his mind, he has to deal with the scum of the earth. And he don't want that for me. I'm the baby. I'm the cherub. My platform is serious. When I was getting on and I was joking with y'all, I showed y'all a side of me at that point. That's what I was feeling like doing. Entertaining y'all. Showing you that I don't need no tools. I don't need no tools to entertain you. I don't need to have my face in the camera. Some of y'all way too busy to sit and watch what's taking place on that device anyway. So you're moving and you're shaking. I present these lives as podcasts like this with a black screen. Because y'all put the phone down now. Y'all don't need to hold the phone no more. Especially since you know it's no connection at the bottom. That is it.